Another day, another stupid moment in the meme fest we call the 2020s. From Will Smith slapping Chris Rock to Elon Musk buying Twitter and now Dave Chappelle being attacked by an activist / whack job. It seems like each day is a kinder egg of stupidity. What led us here? Let's take a trip down memory lane. Not a long one, let's make this short as humanly possible. After Dave Chappelle's special, that was claimed to be a hate crime by the progressive Twitter users, which some even went as far as saying
it literally leads to the death of trans people,
while also ignoring the fact that the trans community on Twitter pushed Dave Chappelle's trans friend to committing suicide. It's a strange world we live in where the speculation of a comedy special being harmful trumps the proof that Twitter LGBTQ activists harassed someone in their own camp to suicide. After the smoke cleared from the Netflix walkout that consisted of maybe 10 real employees at best, and hundreds of activists / protesters showed up to boost the numbers, that didn't actually work at Netflix. While the rest of the world moved on, the canceled Dave Chappelle camp just kept going. Dave Chappelle's high school delayed an appearance from him due to threats of walkouts. They also became iffy on renaming the new arts theater after Dave Chappelle. But the funny thing is, they needed Dave Chappelle's name to use to get people to donate to the fundraiser. So it makes absolutely no sense. And the dude has spent years supporting his high school and raising millions of dollars for them. Well, long story short, they uninvited Dave Chappelle due to all the scrutiny they were under. And the ironic part was, Dave Chappelle didn't want to do it in the first place. He even made a joke about it. Well, good luck raising money now without Dave Chappelle's name attached to it. But the attempts at cancel culture didn't stop there. Forbes put out this hard-hitting article.
Life goes on for Chappelle, Netflix, as 2 more trans women killed.
He's a monster.
I report on fighting for transgender equality and other LGBTQ issues.
What does that even mean? Well, Don, how about this? Life goes on for Don, Forbes, as children in Venezuela are starving. And Don had Panera bread today. See how that works? Let's not forget, a lot of this BS really popped off when 3 transsexual employees stormed the high-level meeting in Netflix to bitch about Chappelle's comedy special. They only got suspended, and everyone acted as if this was a crime. Talk about the height of privilege. No one's able to tell you to pack your leave because you're LGBTQ. I've lost jobs for so much less. I remember when I was a teenager, I got a job at a toy store. I showed up the next day and they changed my hours. And I was just like, but you guys had me scheduled for these hours. I can't work these other hours. They fired me on the spot.
You get the hell out!
I made a joke once about burning down a warehouse I was working in and quoting the insane dude who literally worked at the warehouse for like 20 years, and he walked through the aisles screaming he was gonna burn the place down. And he had like a cop radio, and he'd follow around burning buildings and watch them burn in the area. Really weird dude. Just because I made that joke, head office fired me.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here! Get the out of my room!
If I stormed the high-level meeting there, they would have had the police drag me out in cuffs. But since I'm a heterosexual male, you see, I somehow have this invisible blanket of privilege that nobody's aware of. But remember, I'm privileged. Well, anyway, all this pissing and moaning resulted in Dave Chappelle getting 4 more comedy specials, and Hannah Gatsby is staying at a whopping 0. Money talks, and social justice walks. As we remember, this year's Oscars with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock led to speculations from many that since Will Smith himself faced no real repercussions, which he should have immediately, it would set a precedent for future incidents. I believe this to be a strong possibility. In this day and age, everyone thinks they're special. They're beautiful, they're bold, they're amazing, they're one of a kind, even though they all parrot the same ideas and dress the same and have the same flag, emojis, and pronouns in their bios. They were all activists and superheroes, freedom fighters, and so on. When in all actuality, many of these people are just straight up annoying, entitled background characters in their own lives. Well, I guess some jackass decided they were going to teach Dave Chappelle a lesson last night on the 3rd of May, and the only lesson learned was the instant classic, around and find out. A Blazer posted this on Twitter last night.
Hip-hop history,
He like tried to tackle Dave Chappelle and failed. It was like the worst tackle I've ever seen. That's a complete miss. This person must not watch football. That mother was running like Donald Glover. Oh, tries to tackle Dave Chappelle. Oh, he's out and he's running. Look at him go.
Was that Will Smith?
And Chris Rock shows up and drops a bomb. Someone better check out Will Smith. He might just be on suicide watch. Could you imagine? You go up there to seem hard and slap Chris Rock, and the only thing that happens is you become an even bigger joke than you were before. Then this goes down and you think, you know, Will Smith saw this, right? And he probably had a little giggle till he saw Chris Rock pop up. It's like, oh, damn it. Oh, I ain't never gonna live it down.
Thank God that was clumsy. It was a trans man.
Dave Chappelle tackled on stage, then immediately makes anti-trans joke.
Rivers would like to say that
Just lighten the up. These are just jokes, you assholes.
Now everybody comes out for the curtain call. Shout out to Jamie Foxx, by the way. Jamie, where you at? Jamie, hold up.
Jamie Foxx is here? It's still nobody got zooming on their camera for real? These cameras got like 1,000 zooms. My camera can zoom damn near across the city. And nobody else got this feature? Samsung S21, S22? That's what you get for using an iPhone, you scrub. All right, I'm not even gonna bother watching everybody kiss Dave Chappelle's ass. That's all lovely and good and whatnot. But on the real, the dude who decided to tackle Dave Chappelle, it could be they, them. Lord knows somebody will be in the comments later. You misgendered the person who tackled Dave Chappelle. I'm like, oh, forgive me. It's like when Chris Chan got arrested for diddling the damn mother, and then people literally came down on us all like, you need to respect Chris Chan's pronouns. Chris Chan, his mother. God have mercy, what's wrong with you? You're a degenerate. Anyway, this dude got lit up, his arm all twisted in the wrong direction. They whooped this mother ass so bad, they took his arm out their joint and turned it around for him. And the people who cuffed him to the stretcher didn't even bother trying to put him in a stretcher comfortably. Yeah, that's dislocated. Well, I guess I could turn my arm like that. That's a weird way to be cuffed because you can't really rest. Oof. Oh, that's it. You know, that's what you get. A whole generation of people thinking they just do wild like this. Someone put up a Martin meme. Jesus Christ. Man, if you're gonna like start something like that, especially trying to tackle celebrity being a normal person, you better be like Bruce Lee, or you better be ready to get your ass whomped on. A perfect example of someone with no grip on reality. Ever since the government made it damn near illegal to beat your kids, even though they so richly deserve it, they also made bullying in schools a thing of the past. You need bullies. You need someone to check people. In the animal kingdom, there's a thing called play fighting. This lets you know your ranking in the food chain. And it taught you basic survival skills. Today we have an entire generation of Christians running around, talking shit, claiming to be activists, threatening to beat people up, saying to kill somebody, all of this. And then they get themselves into altercations that they're ill prepared for. This motherfucker probably resisted being held down and popped his own shoulder out of place. Or they, them. It's got nail polish on, so basically it makes their sexuality completely ambiguous in 2022. I mean, look at Twitter. The amount of people on this site that want to go to war with Russia for the Ukraine, but they can't even handle a comment or a tweet from someone they don't like. They literally run out and get programs that will not only block the person who made the tweet they found offensive, but it blocks everyone that follows that person. You can't block button a nuke in a war, you know. Amazon does not do day one deliveries to irradiated areas, you jackass. And if Russia ever got troops on the ground in America like Modern Warfare 2, I could tell you this, the Ruskies will not be respecting your gender pronouns. And don't think you can sit there and go, I'm a communist too, comrade. You're gonna taste the wrong end of a gun. And both ends are bad, to be real with you. Ever been pistol whipped? Now that's that. This person got completely demolished for something stupid. Oh well. I'm sure they'll probably try and sue Dave Chappelle after this. Guarantee. Probably put out a GoFundMe. I tried to tackle Dave Chappelle and teach him a lesson about transphobia. Alright, the guy who tackled Dave apparently had a replica gun that was actually a knife or some wildness. Oh well, it's over now to hell with it.